So let's say you have a budget of $300 and you come to me asking, hey Timmy, which IEM should I buy for this amount of money? So there's two ways of going about this. Number one is spending all $300 on one really good IEM, which is a really good option, by the way. You should invest in something really good if you foresee yourself using that thing long term, you know. Option number two is to spend that same $300 on a few IEMs just to explore around a little bit. Maybe you don't know what you like yet. Maybe you're new to the hobby. You want to explore a lot of different signatures first before you settle down on one IEM that you want to spend a lot of money on. Now in this video, we're going to be exploring option number two, and I have 3 IEMs for you guys today that you can buy all together for under $300. Let's jump into it. Hey friends, welcome back to another video on IEM Aria. Now today I have 3 IEMs for you guys that all together cost under $300. Now these 3 IEMs are gonna have very different signatures just to give you guys some variety, something you guys can test around and swap around to really see or really discover what your true taste really is. Now this is especially useful again if you're really new to the IEM world and you don't feel comfortable spending $300 or $500 on any one particular IEM just yet because you kind of don't know what you like, and maybe you don't live in an area where you can try a lot of IEMs, then this video series is perfect for you. Now let's start off with the very first IEM. We're gonna go from cheapest to most expensive. Like I said again, I have 3 for you guys today. So the first one here, coming in at $49 only. Yes, $49, and it's probably one of the most unique sounding IEMs that I've tried in a while. This one is the HC Sound Heart Mirror. Now, you probably heard this name flying around the budget world. If you ever look up what is the best IEM you can get under $50, a few names are gonna pop up. You have the Tinty 2, you have the Tinty 2 Plus, and you have the HC Sound Heart Mirror, and a few KCs flying around out there, but this name is a mainstay under $50. Many people who have tried this recommend it. Why? Because it is just very, very engaging. There's so much energy in this IEM. The mid-range to the treble energy especially makes every song just feel extra shiny, feels extra bright. Now it would come across really thin if not for the bass. These do have bass as well. Now not too much bass, it has just enough bass, especially in the sub bass. Just a low, soft, smooth rumble, some smooth, soft, thumpy feeling. It's not too strong in any way. The amount of bass you get here is just enough to make the IEM feel fun and make the IEM not come across too thin while preserving that whole energetic vibe that these give. Now these are so energetic that whenever I listen to them, I feel extra awake. Like my brain is extra tickled by these IEMs. I feel alert, I feel awake. I try to listen to these in bed. I was just laying down, the lights are off, you know, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just fall asleep wearing these IEMs tonight. I couldn't because everything comes across extra bright. Female vocals especially are beautiful out of these. Male vocals too, but female vocals are like, oh my God, so good. Orchestras on these, woodwind, flutes, that extra bit of energy that it has just makes those instruments shine. So yes, HC Heart Mirror, really good IEM for the price, and one that solidly surprised me that is $49. So yes, that's IEM number 1. Now on to IEM number 2. We have the Moondrop Aria. Now I have a review of this one coming up in the next video, so if you want to watch a full review of that, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel to not miss that. But yes, the Moondrop Aria, these are spectacular. These are like, I was talking to another friend in the group and we were trying to think of a good way to describe Moondrop, right? Because Moondrop as a company, they make amazing IEMs for the price. Like the price to performance ratio on all Moondrop IEMs or majority of Moondrop IEMs are just spectacular. You get super quality IEM in the details and the tuning department especially. And we came up with the term butter toast. Yeah, Moondrop is basically the butter toast of the IEM world because no one is gonna complain about a really well done butter toast. It just tastes good, feels good, and easy to make. It's just good all around. No one's ever gonna complain about a butter toast. Same with the Aria. You're not gonna have any complaints about the Aria for the price that you're getting it for. $79 for this one is just fantastic. The tuning is so safe and appealing. It has a wider soundstage than your normal IEMs out there as well. The bass is thumpy and is strong, but it never bleeds into the mid-range in any way. So male vocals are not really colored by these. They still feel natural. Male vocals also have a little bit of warmth to them as well. Female vocals come across really nicely. Not as energetic or as bright as the Heart Mirror, I would say. These are a little bit more tame, a little bit darker in that department, but that's the point of this video, is to get you to try many different things. We don't want the same signature in this list at all. We want you to try a lot of different signatures. So these are gonna be very different from the Heart Mirror. The sound on these, again, the treble is a bit more tame. So female vocals are not gonna shine as much as the Heart Mirror. But in terms of overall details, the Aria has the Heart Mirror beats every day of the week. The haziness that you usually feel with IEMs under $100, the Arias don't have that kind of haziness. Everything comes across like you're wearing glasses or you're wearing like a good pair of contact lenses. Everything just comes across just a little bit extra clear on the Aria in comparison to the Heart Mirror. So yeah, that's it for the Aria. Amazing IEM, amazing for a value. And if you want just one IEM, if you're brand new, by the way, just get this. This is my default recommendation for anyone who's brand new to IEM looking for their first pair. The Aria is it. Now we move on. Last pair of IEM, now this is the most expensive one on the list. Now the sound signature on this one is gonna be a V-shaped sound signature with more focus on the sub bass and more focus on the treble energy, giving this IEM a really wide sounding stage and a wide sounding feeling in general, an open feeling, if you will, in the mid-range. These IEMs are the FIO FH3. Now the FH3 again has more focus on the sub bass, so you get a lot of that kind of low rumbly feeling. Now you get a lot of mid bass with these as well, so there's no shortage in the thump and slam, but it is really overshadowed by how much of that rumbly feeling you feel in your chest when you listen to these. Like, these are a full body experience IEM. Like, I love sub bass for that reason. I love feeling that rumbly feeling. It just feels great to listen to, and the FH3 has that. Now the mid-range on these are gonna feel a little bit more veiled, a little bit more in the background in comparison to the other two IEMs, but not really in a way that sacrifices too much clarity because of how open and clean everything sounds here in the mid-range. The bass doesn't really bleed into the male vocals in any way. It has, again, just a really nice open feeling. The treble region on these has a little bit of that extra air as well, which really completes that whole wider stage aspect or the wider stage feeling of these IEMs. Female vocals are gonna come across just a little bit brighter, a little bit more attention grabbing or a little bit more engaging on these than I would say the Aria. Again, not as much as the Heart Mirror. In terms of the imaging, now the imaging on these are gonna be a little bit on the average side because of how wide the stage is. The imaging, the pinpoint accuracy is really not gonna be that great. And to be honest with you, none of these IEMs, the three that I gave you, do imaging in anywhere near above average level. Now, if you want that as an option, you can replace the Aria with the Moondrop Starfield, which are, I believe, $20 more? No, $30 more. So it does bring the price total above $300. It's gonna be a total of like $310 or something if you go with the Starfield instead of the Aria. If you go with the setup that I have now, it's gonna be $280. But yes, if you want pinpoint imaging, you can replace the Aria with the Starfield. Just know that if you do that, you will sacrifice the stage. The stage on the Starfield are just not as wide as on the Aria, and you will sacrifice a little bit of that energy as well, making the IEM feel just even a touch darker than the Aria, if you will. So that's a trade-off if you decide to go with the Starfield instead of the Aria. So in conclusion, the Heart Mirror, the Aria, and the FH3, all these are gonna give you very different sound signature. The Heart Mirror being like the brighter, more female vocal forward. The Aria being like, again, the butter toast, just the all-rounder, best for any genre IEM. And the FH3 are just a really nice, fun sounding V-shape with a lot of sub bass and a wider stage. So hopefully amongst these three, you find an IEM that best fits your need. And from that point on, you can narrow down the list of IEMs that you would like to spend $300 or that you would like to invest $500 into now that you kind of know what you'd like, or at least the direction that your taste is heading towards. Alright guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was really helpful, and if it was, please leave a like for me, subscribe for future videos, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, also, I have a Facebook group, Gits Audio Facebook group. I'll leave a link in the description below, and also a link to all these 3 IEMs as well. And on that group, I'm gonna start posting my videos 1 day early. Yes, I'm gonna start posting my video that I publish on YouTube 1 day early on the Facebook group. So if you want to watch the video early, please go ahead and join the group, participate in the group if you want, post your favorite IEMs, ask questions. I'm always there to answer questions on there. I'm trying to grow a really good group, So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Join my group, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.